Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to another little vlog review, this time of The Leftovers episode, Two Boats and a Helicopter. Now, since this is my first time reviewing an episode from The Leftovers, and the fact is that there's two other episodes before this, I'm just going to say that I'm watching this series more as a character study than as something that's plot driven. What this means is that I'm looking to learn about all the characters because because that makes me happy. This doesn't mean, however, that I don't want a plot or that I don't want questions answered. It's just that the plot is the background, and that's how I'm really enjoying this series. And if you're having trouble with it, maybe if you look at it that way, you can enjoy it a little more. I don't know. Anyways, one of the weird things that happened this episode, of course, some weird shit of course happened this episode, but one of them were the pigeons. Matt Jamison sees one pigeon. Later on, he sees two pigeons in a casino. And we sort of know they're real because other people seem to be reacting to them. And then finally, there were three pigeons. After the third pigeon appeared in the group, later on in the episode, Matt got into a coma for 3 days. And what makes this a little weirder is that when at the beginning of the episode, Matt told a story about Emily, and Emily was in a coma for 3 days. Now, I just wanted to say that I'm not good at symbolism, and the little research I do for these little vlog episode reviews is I go to IMDb, see what, any trivia they have about the episode, which there usually is none, and then I check the boards out, which usually gives me an idea of some basics of fan theories or what people like, what people don't like, and that sometimes inspires me what to talk about. So, I'm talking about what people want to hear talked about. So, while saying that, 3 is an important number in religion, and Matt is a Christian priest, so maybe that means something. I don't know what, but I just know with the pigeons, I swear they seemed like a warning sign. Like each one appeared and it's like, you, Matt, you really should turn back from doing this. And I think Matt even had that idea because he was scared of the pigeons. So if you have any ideas what the pigeons or the number 3 mean, comment down below. Next up is, I'm a Doctor Who fan. I like the series. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan or the biggest, but I still like the series. I've sadly only been able to watch the new ones, and trust me, I'm going to go back into the old ones just because I've been recommended some of the doctors, oh, Josh, you'll like this doctor or that doctor. So, want to check it out. And anyways, my favorite doctor so far is 9, played by Christopher Eccleston. Christopher Eccleston also plays Matt Jamison in The Leftovers, and this episode is a very Matt-centric episode. So with Eccleston appearing in the majority of the episodes, I mean, okay, yes, it's the fangirl in me talking, but sometimes you gotta be a fangirl and just enjoy it. But fangirling aside, pushing fangirl aside as hard as I can, Eccleston does a great job in his performance. He's good. He makes you feel the emotions when he's in the casino betting money or at the edge of your seat. At the end of the episode, when the sort of tragedy hits, it's like, damn it, dude. I think it's only because I was in shock that I wasn't screaming out in rage. And, I can't wait to see more of Eccleston, especially, as Matt, probably has some animosity toward the guilty remnants. I mean, okay, and these, I will have spoilers. Okay, but the guilty remnants, long story short, sort of seem to play a part of knocking him out. It's like one of them gets injured and he goes to help and then he gets into a coma for 3 days. It's like, that's not fucking coincidence. The pigeons. And finally, what I will talk about today for this episode, I like that this episode ties into the very first scene of the series. And it's only a part of this episode that does. And you remember the scene where the mother loses her baby and starts screaming, "Where's my baby?" And you see other people losing, having lost other people, and then the car crash in the background. Well, Matt was in that car, along with his wife, Mary, and Mary ends up getting into a vegetative state because of that. How it's shown in the episode is that Matt sees his wife, and you see that there's a sort of caretaker for her, and that she's sort of in a vegetative state, and it's sort of sweet and moving, sad, and you get the flashback when Eccleston goes into coma, and it's really weird. It's like his emotions and stuff, sort of deep symbolism that I might need some other people to help me with. I'll watch other reviews to see if they talk about it, and you get to see that flashback of his from sort of his point of view. So it's like, yay, I get to see characters connecting like that, but then I get to see his wife get injured. So it was good, Okay. So final thoughts on The Leftovers, episode 2, Boats and a Helicopter. This is really the strongest episode so far. This is the strongest episode we've had, and I really hope the people in charge keep up the momentum, because we need the momentum of this episode to go on, because I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, but this was the one where I was like, I don't know. It was just the best one so far. And I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blog, you'll see vlog reviews like this. I have an Animorphs reread. I have some fanfics. I have a bunch of other stuff there that you can check out. And on the sidebar thingies, you can see where else I am on the web, such as if you have a Twitter and you want to hit me up there, or on Tumblr. Finally, in the description of this video, there, at least on YouTube, I'm going to post this on my blog, and on my blog it'll be on the side, but in the description there will be a link to donate your account. What that is it'll allow me to post to your Twitter and or Facebook accounts, so if either once a day, once a week, or once a month. And I'll be posting my blog stuff through there. And what this does is that if you look at this vlog and I really think Jashykins really deserves a bigger audience, this is how you can help. This is how you can, help spread the good news of Jashykins, because, until next video, goodbye.